Okay, I did not rotate. Hi guys, I'll be with you in a second. So I am out of time on my StreamYard for... I am out of time for lives on StreamYard for the month. So we're going to be playing with this setup here. There we go. I don't want to touch it now. Looks like I'm going in the right direction. We're going to make a Father's Day card, but it's going to be a sidestep card. I'll make one for my son. Figured I'd do it live. He doesn't watch my lives anyway. So, have you ever seen a sidestep card? Let me take all my bits and pieces off here. I had set this live for 1, and then I changed it to 12:45, and then I wasn't really... So, anyway, this is a sidestep card. The card is like this, and it steps up. Let's get my chat open, so if anybody has questions, I can answer them. I have all the instructions written down, so that you guys... I'm going to let you screenshot the instructions, if you want them, so that you can... You know, I'll leave it, I'll hold it up so that you guys can screenshot it or whatever. So if you want to make this card, you can see it. Alright. So come on in, say hello. Bring a coffee, bring a snack. Come hang out. So this is what we're going to do today. Further down, maybe you can see it better. So, hi Mahendran. I hope I said your name correctly. How are you doing today? I did say it correctly. Awesome. I hope you're having a good day today. So, alright, I think I've left that up there long enough. It doesn't seem to be going down, though. I want it to move down. What are you trading? I don't know what trading... no. Yeah, no. Not interested in Bitcoin. Not interested in fart annihilations. But hello, Monkey Muay Thai. I'm a crafting channel. We're making cards today. Have you ever... That's so funny. It's okay, you ain't gotta apologize. It was funny. Oh my goodness. Y'all are funny. So here's the instructions. These are the measurements. You start, which I'll go over them because I'll cut it out and do all these to show you how I came up with this. But I already cut out all my panels, and then we'll do some stamping, and we'll do a little bit of coloring, not much. So I'm going to use, because I'm making this Father's Day card for my son, so I'm going to use this stamp set right here. The fish and the fishing net, fishing pole, and the hook and the lure. But then I'm going to use the saying Happy Father's Day from the Geared Up Garage that I have from Stampin' Up. This is a really old set. So I'm going to use the Happy Father's Day from that. Hi Shanna, how you doing today? So I'm out of time with my StreamYard for the month. And that's why I'm vertical, guys. Right? Very old set. I love it. But so we're going to use that. And then Close to My Heart got bought out by Stampin' Up. You know, they went out of business. So I'm using my Close to My Heart stamp sets. But for start... Oh, don't lose my... I already cut the word sun out. So just... So I already got all my panels cut and stuff. But I'm going to... And I already got the base made. But I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. I'm going to cut another one so that you can see how it's done. And I really need to make this up higher so you guys can see better, because I got to use like a 12 by 12 inch set. So bear with me for a minute. See if I can bring it up higher for you. So that way I don't bump. How's that? You should be able to see a lot of what I'm doing. I really need the camera over this way more though, because this is not the middle of my crafts working space. This over here where is off camera is. Hey, I understand what YouTube's doing, but they're making it difficult. Alright, so let's get us, which I gotta trim it because I don't have an 8.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 5 cut. So let's just do green, because then I can always do fishing on that one later. Not fishing. Yeah, whatever. Fishing, whatever later. But I'm less likely to use this green color, so let's use this one to show you guys. Alright, so you get your trimmer out. And cut you a 8.5 . Eight and a half by 5.5. Measure twice, cut once, people. So we got our 8.5 by 5.5, right? Then we're going to take this and we're going to fight with our trimmer, because now what we're going to do is we're going to line our card up at the 3 mark. Line it up at the 3. Make sure it's straight. And then on our ruler on here, we're going to bring, there's a little line on our trimmer here. And then we're going to come down to the 1 inch mark. Can you see me? Am I off camera again? We're going to come down to the 1 inch mark. It's hard for me to see this. So I've lined it up right there with the 1. I'm going to sink my blade. And then I'm going to come all the way down to the 6.5 inch mark. Let's see, where's that 7 at? This is hard for me to see. So 6.5 right there. So I'm going to bring that and I'm going to stop it when the line on the side here lines up with that. So it's right there. Right there. Alright. And then I should have a cut like that in my card base. And I'm going to get my scoreboard out. And on the smaller side, which is this side, I have a feeling I didn't do it on the smaller side on that one. This is really hard in vertical. I envy those people who have the cameras. They can press a button and zoom in, zoom out, and do all that fun stuff. Okay. So let's see. That's lined up with 3, 4, 5.5. So this is the smaller side. Let me double check. I want to make sure I'm telling you the correct measurements here. Yeah, okay. I did it right. Alright, so on the smaller side, so rotate it around to where the cut line, that cut line, lines up with that 2.5 mark, right? No. Turn it on its side like this. And you want the side that's closest to is the small side, closer to your measurements. And then we're going to go to the 4 1/4 mark, and we're going to score it, but we're only scoring to the cut line. We're not going over the cut line. So we're going to go 4 1/4, score it to the cut line. To the cut line. Okay? Then, how I do this is I flip it over like that. Right? Is that what I did? Yeah. No. No. We scored it like that. We're going to... Yeah, flip it over just like that. Flip it over. And then you should have... This cut line should be at the 1 inch mark right here measured. Okay? So we're going to take and go from the 1 inch and score it all the way to the cut line. See that? Our first score line is on the bottom. That's why we flipped it. Because we want these other scores on the other opposite side. This side is going to be our step side. This is our main piece. So I got 1 inch. And then I'm going to go up to 2 inches. And I'm going to score it to the cut line again. So I'm going to go to the 2 inch mark and score. 2 inch score. Then I'm going to go to the 3 1/4. This, I don't have markings on these, so it's 3 1/4 right here, and I'm going to go all the way to the cut line. All the way to the cut line. And then we're going to do it at 4 1/2. So right here at 4 1/2. Just to the cut line, guys. 4 1/2. And then 6 1/2, which should be right to the end of our cut line. 6 1/2 to the cut line. That should be the bottom. If you cut it right, it should end there, but if you notice I went over a little, that's okay. Alright, and then I'm flipping it back over so that my separate little pieces, my pieces are all right here. Scored here like that, and my one score line on this side. So it's facing me like this. Alright, then I'm going to score, I'm going to push this one in on itself like that and just pinch it, okay? Then I'm going to take this one, this first score line, and I'm going to push back. Push back just like this. Mountain valley fold is what we're making. So we got a mountain, now we need a valley. So on this score line right here, the second one, we're going to pull that in just like that. Then we're going to make another mountain out of this one. We're going to push it back. Then we're going to make another valley. Bring it up. Just like that. And then we're going to make another mountain. Just like that. And we're going to put it down. You guys don't know how many times I've tried to learn how to make this. It took me forever to finally get it right. So there we go. We're just going to score all them down. Just like so. And that's your base for a stepper card. A stepper card, a side step card, whatever. That's how you do that. If you remember these measurements, you can change, like say you don't want the cut line right here. Say you want steps on each side. You would just bring it the same cut line. You would do it twice, one here, and then do these score marks on either side. There's so many different ways you can do this, but this is the one we're going to work on today. Hi, Lisa G. I started a tad bit early. So this is what we did. We took a 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 inch card. We cut on the 3, we put it so that the 5.5 inch side was up against where the trimmer, so the trimmer is running parallel with the 8.5 inch side. Then we lined it up on 3, and we cut from 1 inch to 6.5 inch. So 1 inch up, all the way up to 6.5 inch. Then we scored at 4.25. Then we flipped it over. We scored it at 1. We scored it at 2. We scored it at 3.25. We scored it at 4.5, and then we scored it at 6.5 again. And then we folded it, and we did our mountain valley fold, just like that, and we got that. Then you're gonna need to cut some panels. So if you're gonna make this, if you're watching the replay, you can pause the video and cut the things along as I'm doing them. All right, for this panel right here, I got these at so this piece right here is 1 7/8 by 3. So that's this measurement right here. 1 7/8 by 3. And then this piece is 1 5/8 by 2 3/4. If I had a way to put the information, you know, the numbers on the screen, I would. But the best I can do is show you right here. All right. I'm missing a panel. Put it over there. All right. Then we need a panel that is 1 3/8 by 3, and then 1 by 3. No, wrong. 1 3/8 by 3, 1 by 2 3/4. So that gives us our mat and our little piece right there like that. If you want the matting like that, then we got a piece that is 1 by 3, and then our matting piece that goes on top of that is 3/4 by 2 3/4. So that one will just go just like that. Okay? Sorry. Okay. Then you need a panel that is 2.5 by 5.25 and 2.25 by 4. So the 2.5 by 5.25 and 2.25 by 4, and they'll just line up like that. Okay? Okay. I probably should have shared this out. Let's refresh this live. In case anybody's saying anything. I don't want to miss any questions. Okay, does anybody have any questions on any of the measurements? Again, here they are, so you guys can see them. If you want to screenshot them, you can screenshot them. Make sure they're clear so you can see them. Okay. Now, for the fun part. Now we're just going to stamp and cut and die cut and all that good stuff. So I've already die cut out the word sun out of the same pattern paper that I'm going to put right here. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I got the word sun. And then I'm going to use this stamp from the Geared Up Garage stamp set from Stampin' Up, really old one. I don't know if it has the year on it. If you've been doing Stampin' Up for any length of time, you might have this one. It's like back in 2017 or something, I think. Let's see. I don't know, there's a bunch of Chinese or Japanese writing on it. I bought it from Stampin' Up, though. I can't read none of that. I don't know why I'm trying. Doesn't have a year. Okay, doke. Anyway, I'm going to use this stamp and stamp it here. But I need to move the word sun down, because I want this to be like that. And then remember yesterday I was talking about, well, if you weren't here you may not remember. If you watched the video you might though. But I talked about when you're using your MISTI, if you're using a rubber stamp, you need to take your foam out. Otherwise you won't get a... The stamps already have a foam in it. That's how the rubber stamps, that's how come they can stamp on a hard surface. So, alright. I know where I want to put this on here. Let me get my letters off there. Okie dokie pokey. So we're going to put this right there. And they have a pad that comes with these. But I don't know where I put it. I have no idea where I put it. Alright, so I want Happy Father's Day right about there. I'm just going to let that pick that up. And we're going to get our ink. Now this is where I'm not. These are all my make them and things to get the measurements right, so when I showed you guys how to make it, it would make it right. Alright, so let's get this inked up. You guys can't see me inking it because it's way off screen over here. That's why I need to figure out how to get the camera in the middle. Alright. So we're just going to stamp this right there. Use my little Stampendable here. And I want to do it one more time because I want it just a little bit darker. See, that Happy Father's Day I think works for garages and or slash fishing. And I think I may add a fishing pole to the card too. I am adding fishing pole. I'm doing all fishing stuff. Do, Linda. Alright. Get our Stampendable on here again. I love how rubber stamp stamp. Do y'all like how rubber stamp better, or do you like photopolymer better? Storage wise, I like photopolymer. Storage wise. As far as stamping wise, I prefer the... Alright. So we got that part done. Let's make sure we put our foam pad back in. Because our other stamps we're going to use are photopolymer or silicone or something like that. Acrylic. I don't know. I think they're acrylic. I think Close to My Heart used acrylic. I don't think they used photopolymer. Alright, let's glue this on though. We're going to glue this one onto here. It's a little crooked, but it'll be all right. My son isn't going to notice that it's crooked. And if he does, he ain't going to say anything. All right. Now, I'm going to put the O on first because I want everything else aligned around the O. So I'm going to put my O on first. I'll say right about there. There. And I'm going to look at this letter S. And these letters are Lon Fawn Henry's ABCs. So I'm trying to think, do I want the S to look like that? Or do I want the S, I want it to look like that. So I want the shorter side at the top and the longer part of the S at the bottom. So that's how I'm going to do that. And if you guys want extra depth and stuff for your cards, just cut multiples of them out and stack them together. And it'll give you thicker if you want it like to look like it's with foam tape or whatever. So there we go, with the letter S. And if you want it, or somebody who is able to use the T-ruler successfully to help you line things up, use the T-ruler. I can't do it. I haven't been able to do it successfully. Even with, I got 2 different kinds, and I'm just not able to. Alright, and then I'm gonna, right there. So I got the word son. Happy Father's Day, son. I'm gonna get me a blue marker and I'm gonna color in happy and day. Oh, that one ain't. That was crack in it. That one don't work anymore. I'm just going to use a royal blue. Color this in. And I'm probably covering up the details, but once it dries back, you'll see them. I got my tongue sticking out and I'm holding my breath. Y'all color that way too? Or biting your lip or something while you're holding your breath while you're trying to color? So if I had a metallic, excuse me, if I had a metallic ink, this would have been cool in it. So if you got metallic ink, you can always use that. I don't, actually I think I might, but it's a gold. I'm thinking if a silver metallic would look good with this. But now that I think about it, I think I do have a gold metallic-y looking ink. So there we go, we got that to go on our card. And we're just going to take this. These are our panels that we'll put together here in a minute. Try to remember if those are, okay. So now I'm just going to take this and glue it down to my card here. This is one of them cards that there's no need for an inside. Because they're not going to, it's not meant to be opened up and looked at on the inside. Just line that up because I was hiding the paper altogether, the color of the paper altogether. There we go. Then let's put our these together here. Let's make sure we got the right ones. There we go. And we'll put all our little panels together. And then we'll go stamp us some fish and stuff. And die cut those and color those. Now, if my son was more into mechanics or something, then I would just do the garage one, but my son's more into hunting and fishing. You know, it's like if you got a die that is a deer or something, it'd be kind of cool. You know, we got all kinds of dies to do all kinds of things these days. It's like, if you can imagine it, there's a product out there to help you achieve it. Whether it's the Cricut or a company like Pink and Main or Spellbinders, or, you know, if you can think it up, there's a product out there. Like there's Spellbinders has tools, or they used to have tool dies, and I think they had like foiling plates or something. Didn't they have foiling plates, Shanna, for the tools, for the Nailed It set? Alright, so I'm gonna pull out this fishing stuff here as soon as my fingers cooperate. Oh, we're gonna glue these onto here. I made these so that it covers up this entire base, because I just used a cheap cardstock, not a thick one. You know, it's like maybe 65 pound. And then that way my designer papers, my pattern paper can be the main part, you know. Just line that up. Just like so. And I made it so it goes all the way down into the thingamajigger. And so that, yeah. You get what I'm doing and saying, I think. I hope. I hope y'all get what I'm saying and doing. Bring this one in, line it right up to the edges. Guys, I'm on day 22. Day 22. We're almost there. We're almost to the finish line, guys. Which I don't know if I'm going to quit doing every day. I might go down to like 6 days a week. Just take one day a week off for my hand. Let my hands recuperate. So that should line up completely to that. It'll have no space. I did it so there's no space. Just continuation. There we go. We got that. We got all our steps. Now we just need to do some stamping and coloring. I think I'm going to use I have white cardstock already, but I don't see it. I had it cut already. I'm just going to cut me a piece of cardstock down. What's the... Yeah, I'm just going to cut me a 2-inch strip here. It's the challenge, like craft roulette. Once you start, you have to keep going. Yep. Yep. And then to fit in my Misty, if I do my mini Misty, it's only like 5 inches long, but I think this might fit in my big one. Let's see. Is this going to fit? Yeah, my big one will hold that, so I'm not going to cut it down more. I just did a 2-inch strip. And we'll put the little Misty away. the cap back on your glue, Linda, so it doesn't dry out. Cause a clog in there if it hasn't already. Alrighty. We're just gonna set that right there like that. We're gonna get our stamps. We're gonna put us a fish down. Remember what I said about the stamp sticking to your finger? Use a pencil eraser, guys. And it won't stick to your fingers when you to go where you want it. Alright, I'm gonna move that right there near the fishy. And I'm gonna put the fishing pole. Has to have a fishing pole for my son. I don't have any that have like hunting gear, but I could go into Cricut and I could do it that way. Let's see. Alright, let's give him a tackle box. I guess I need more space than that. Let's turn our fishy. Now where'd I put the pencil at? I don't know. I don't know where I put it, so now it's going to stick to me. And do a little fishing lure. May not even have to actually color these. Alright, where did I put that pencil? I don't know. Alright, oh, there it is. Found the pencil. I will watch you when I can, but I can always catch the replay. Okay, I appreciate it. I truly appreciate you coming and seeing me at your lunch break and whenever you can, whether it's a replay or live. I like having y'all live with me, but if you've got people have lives. Just because I don't have a life outside of my craft room doesn't mean other people don't. Alright. Yeah, I'll have to, I don't think the hook will fit right there. Let's see. Will the hook fit? I don't think so. Okay, now it's sticking to the metal. Because I let the metal on the pencil touch it. It's sticking to the metal. So don't let the metal touch it. Just have the eraser touch it. I think that's it. I think that'll work. Alright. Yeah, I completely understand. Hi, Denise. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Making a sidestep card today. All right. Ink everything up. Oh, well, good. Go get you some antibiotics. I hope you start feeling better. I'm sorry to hear about you having bronchitis. That sucks. I'm probably going to end up breaking down and going to the doctor for my cough. But I think my cough is my emphysema. So, COPD, emphysema, whatever the heck they're calling it these days. Yeah, no, it did. Do some CPR on my stamps there. Let's do it a little bit darker. When I saw this, when Close to My Heart was still here, when I was a Close to My Heart demonstrator, I fell in love with this stamp set because my son is all about fishing and hunting, and I was like, oh yay, I can make cards for my son now that he won't think are like girly-fied or anything. So just makes sense for me to make a card for him for Father's Day with it, right? And to show y'all how to make a cool Father's Day card if you want one. Just like I don't have anybody to give one to that says dad or says, you know, father on it. So, but I do have, my son does have a child, so I can give him a card for Father's Day. And then that'll be a way for me to show y'all how to make it. There we go. And then we'll just get our, you can fussy cut or you can use dies. I'm going to use the dies since I have them. Might move this out of the way. We'll put those away in a minute. Alright. What did I just do with the dies? I just had them in my hand. I don't like vertical, guys. I do not. I keep telling you this. Some people like the vertical. I don't like it. Like, I think Lynn V likes it. I don't like it. I'm with the subscribers. I don't like it. Alright, let's put the hook here. And let's see if the fish and the hook can fit on at the same time. I don't think so. I think I'm going to have to do one or the other. So, let's just do the fish first. We can go back and do the hook after we do the fish. I'm going to try to put the tape on the side without the image if the best I can. So there we go. Alright, then we've got the tackle box. When my head's not directly over what I'm doing, it's hard to tell if I'm lined up or not. Oh, see? Gotta tape it and I mess it all up. And then let's do the fishing hook. No, I don't like it, but it's okay. You have to use it. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. I don't like it either. It limits me on my space to show you what I'm doing. It's like it's not, okay, let's see. I want this in there, but I want that part in there. So, and then the lure, and then the lure. And I don't know which way the lure is supposed to be. Is that it? That looks good to me. That one looks good to me. Alright, and then we'll cut them out. And then color them, and we'll be done with our card. It's really a quite simple card. I mean, I may end up adding things to it after the fact later, but you know. So we got a lure. We still gotta cut the hook out, but we can always do the hook later. The hook doesn't have to be hook, line, and sinker on there. Our fishing pole. Our tackle box. Our fish. That's like, I should have done a couple fish, which I can always go back and add more fish on there. It's so weird that fish is multiple, singular and multiple. Oh, your Susie came home? My Susie came? Not your Susie, your Sizzix. Okay, it's her Sizzix came. Oh, sweet, you gonna do an unboxing later at your 9 p.m.? Are you gonna show it off at 9 p.m. tonight? During the Thirsty Thursday? Let's go ahead and do the hook while we're here, while we got it out, while we're doing it. Let's just get it and do it. Take all these guys off of there. And run that through. Oh, I'm excited for you that your Sizzix came. You got your big shot. Yeah, a big shot now. Okay, then to quit pushing your switch away from you. And then there was a hook, and it became hook line. We got it done, hook, line, and sinker. There we go. Get that out of the way. Woohoo! So now you can use that embossing folder you got. It should fit now, right? Hi, Beth. Hello. Y'all, Beth is here. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Let's color these. Put a little bit of color, like I want the fish to have some green, like he's a bass. So I'm gonna get this light green blend, I believe it is. And I'm just going to add some color in here. Because a fish needs to be colorful. Most fish are colorful. So, color it in the... So he needs a tan coating though if he's a bass. He's a largemouth bass. I don't know what kind of fish he is. I can't tell by looking at the fishy fish. I'm just slapping on some color. I'm just slapping on some color. We'll do it right there like that, and then we'll give him a tan belly. We're going to give him a little bit darker green on there, though, because he needs to be darker green. So, Beth, Bone Tire Traveler's name is Denise. I don't know, you may not remember it, but that's her name. Oh, my power just flickered. I hope y'all are still there. Oh, my internet didn't go. Oh, I don't like that. That's not cool. He needs like a golden colored eye. Oh, my power's flickering. If you guys lose me, I'm sorry. Okay, if you do message me, if my power stays on. I don't know why my power's flickering. That's scary. I can't not have power. I can't handle this heat. Oh, I'll die. I got no way to cool off if the electric goes out. I'll be in the hospital with a heat stroke, guys. That I can guarantee if the power goes out on me. Alright. Just a little bit. I want it a little bit darker green because... There we go. There we go. I like that better. I like that green color better. There we go. I found the green I'm happy with now. Very scary when it happens. It's like, no, 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 no. It's 100 and frickin' degrees. And these trailers, you know, they're metal boxes, so, you know, they don't hold the heat for any length of, the coolness for any length of time when you got nothing overshading it. So the sun's beating down on the metal box, and it's like, what do? You have to go outside, and then I have no water when the power goes out because I have a well. So it's like, no, don't go out, power. I don't want to die. At least not today. Today's not the day. Alright, we're going to take the light muted brown, and we're just going to come in here, and we're going to give him a little tannish color on his belly, because if you've ever been fishing and caught a largemouth bass, they're green and tan. And they have gold eyes. They have gold eyes, guys. Yeah, I have a bottle of water, but it won't last long if there's no water to fill it up. During the hurricane season, which I've got all my bottles and I need to get them filled up. That just reminded me, hey, fill your bottles. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know what the fish looks like, so it's easy to get the colors somewhat correct. All right, let me get, I want his eyes gold. Because their eyes are like flecked with gold in them. Alright. They're gold with little tiny flecks in them, and if you've ever looked at a fish close enough, and if you're having to take a hook out of their mouth and stuff, then you kind of have to see what they look like. Been years since I've been fishing, and I miss it, but... Alright. Then let's give him, I think I've got like a lime green marker around here somewhere. Oh, you like to go fishing also? Cool. See, we just keep finding more and more things we have in common. I need to go out by where Beth lives. Out there, she lives close to this place that I used to go. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to broadcast out. But this place I used to like to go take my kids fishing when they were younger. Okay, this is lime green. I found the correct color. It is lime green. And I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to throw some lime green in there. Because you want your lures shiny and you want the fish to be attracted to it. Bright colors and shiny. And then we'll get a silver. Oh, do you watch magnet fishing on YouTube? Cool. I've seen a little bit of that. Alright, we'll just put that little silver in there. And then we'll bring this lime green back down here. It's got to be shiny, shimmery. You want the fish to see it. You want them to want it. Fish are curious. And you know the rumor of be quiet, you'll scare the fish away? That's just not true. Fish are curious. You're not going to scare them away with talking. So take those kids fishing. Their talking and laughter won't scare the fish away. Just got to pick the right time of day, guys. And the right, you know, for the temperature of body water and stuff, you got to know during the middle of the day, the fish are not going to be nowhere near the surface in the heat. All right, fishing pole. What color are we going to do you? Let's give him a reddish brown handle. And we'll just give him a... Should just make it green too, but we're not. We're going to give him a little bit of brown in this. Well, that ain't no Shimano. Ain't no Shimano there. I'm just gonna color this all one color here. It's got a gold rod with a silver handle. Where'd that lime green go? I'll give it a little lime green handle. Then we need to color the tackle box. And we're going to color it green too, guys. We're just going to use a flat green on that one. Just because there's only, like, there's some shadow spots here. You know, it's like... Love it when the artist puts the shadowing in for me. It makes it so easy. There we go. We're just going to put all this on here. So we're going to take the fishing pole and we're going to put it like that. And it's going to hang off the side there. We're going to put some glue right here. We're just going to put our lure right there. That's going to go just like so. I'm only putting glue on this bottom step here for the fishing pole to be. And then my fish is going to go... Okay, glue, you're going to hold. My fish is going to go... Oh, that fishing pole can't be there, guys. He's covering up my fish. Well, he won't cover up the fish once it opens, though. So I'm only going to put glue on half. Any thread and red bead for the bobber? That would be cute, huh? Yeah, that would be cute, but no. At least not right at hand, I don't. Yeah, that would be real cute. I do have wire, but I don't think I have a red bead. I have some... Oh, I put it on the top anyway, and I didn't want to, guys. I didn't want my glue on the top. Just on the bottom. Just want my fish right there. Alright, turn it towards yourself so you can see what you're doing, Linda. Alright, and then we want the tackle box. And I'm going to put the tackle box right here. Put the tackle box right here. So it doesn't cover the fish when it's sitting up. And then I'll put the hook and the lure on the next one. I'll just put a little bit of glue like that, not all the way up. Just let it. And then a little seed bead. Yeah, I don't think I have any seed beads. I know I don't have no seed beads. I don't really have beads. I might have a big bead, but it's too big for this to make up. I have a bobber somewhere out in the shed out there. I could put that there. No, I'm going to put it right here. And I did it again. I put glue at the top. I don't want glue there because it'll stick to my fish. I don't want it sticking to my fish. Alright, there we go. There's our stepper card, guys. There's our step card. That's my Father's Day card for my son. Can you see the fish? I'm hiding the fish's eye. I should have put the fish at more of an up angle, or put my... move my fishing pole over. I'd rather cover the word sun than the fish. Is that bad? Do it at an angle like that. Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather cover the word happy. So, than my fish. There we go. There we go. Now when it's open, you can see the fishy's face. See? Then we can get some, enamel dots. Oh, cool. Thank you, Lisa. I'm glad. Oh, you guys can see it good. I'm seeing it up on the screen now. You guys can see it good. Sweet. So that's the card today, guys. I just need to find me an enamel dot or two, maybe. Or maybe not. I may not even put that on because it's for my son, so he's not all into the gems and everything. he won't care that it don't have shiny on it. Aside from, like if I'd have done something with chrome or something. That's the card for today, guys. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you wanted other people to join us when we're live, then share the video. That way other people can find us. And don't forget to subscribe. Alright, guys. Oh, and click on notifications, select all, and that way you'll be notified every time I go live. Alright, I hope everybody has a great day. Keep cool out there if you can. And if it's cold where you're at, keep warm. Alright. So long. Farewell. La 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 la.